and today it's all about flavor. It is all about flavor, and because why else would you use Charix if you weren't interested in flavor? And the intention here, my son's singing notwithstanding, the intention here is to put this down to protect from creature damage, and to use all the other leviathans, sharks, krakens, octopi, serpents to support my leviathan crab and to have some fun. And in terms of this build, where have I focused? I have focused on enchantments as a really important tool to managing the board. So that being the case, I've got my bubble snare, and I have my frogify in order to stop things from coming down that I can't manage. I've also focused a bit on, and those should interact nicely with my Shoal Kraken. Also to support my Shoal Kraken, I've got sort of Fairy's Ageless Insight that enables me to draw through. We've got Jace, we've got Teferi, and then we've got other things to help me draw out and help this game last long enough for me to get my large fishes onto the board. So it's all about flavour. It's an intention to try and make something interesting, and you know, I do like. So the big problem with Brawl actually is for 2-player, it's too powerful. So what happens is the decks right at the top of the meta are too spike-like for this format. So you don't get to have fun really, because you know, with mechanics like companions and mutate in the format, you have some really powerful cards. You've got landfall, you've got fetch lands, really powerful cards in the standard meta, which mean that people can just run you over. And sort of playing last night, I got stompied a couple of times because it's really easy to build a good stompy Brawl deck. I got mono redded a couple of times because it's really easy to build a really good mono red deck. These things are just easy to do. Not really interesting, but really easy to do. And you know, there are people out there just trying to do their dailies, so you will find a bit of spiking going on. You can't really have fun like this, where you just build something with a bit of flavour around a card which is good but not special. But we're still going to try and have fun nonetheless. In terms of sort of the fishes that occupy this deck, we've got our favourite Drawing Octopus here, we've got our favourite Growing Octopus here, or the Growing Kraken here. We've got the Octoprophet to help me scry and look through, and this is a card that would never see play. It's not a really powerful card, but it is with the flavour of the deck, so it gets in. It would not be a fishy deck without our Serpent of the Yawning Depths, which means that all my big fishes can't be blocked, and that's going to be useful should I ever get close enough to draw damage. We've got the Stonecoil Serpent, which is a very useful card, but it gets in because it's a snake, so it's an artifact snake, so it gets in. We've got the Leviathan from Ikoria, which mutates, which is really important because it means I've got lots of mutate targets with stuff. Obviously, it being a fishy deck, Shark Typhoon comes in with its flexibility in either drawing or creating a thing. And my super secret card, we have Anomalous Seas in here, which enables me to build 8/8 Krakens over time. So, on the land front, you would probably see that, you know, basically the maximum I could get him to is a 17/17. You could get him bigger, but why would you want to? So I needed about 18. It's a mono blue deck, so 18 islands is good enough. And then in terms of the special lands, I've got a Throne of Makendi to make it easy for me to cast my 1 or 2 kick spells I've got in here. I've got a Labyrinth in order to remove if he's got a single threat that's smacking me in the face. I get to put in the Bonded Enclave, which enables me to draw whenever one of my big fishes are on deck, and quite a few of them will enable me to draw. And I have, I mean, you wouldn't be playing Mono Blue unless you had a Mystic Sanctuary to help you recycle a spell, and Castle of Wantress and able to scribe with that spare land in the late game. And then one of my favourite cards, Crawling Barrens, which becomes a creature in and of itself over time. So if when you get into the late game and everybody's drawing one card, this is a big threat. And because it's still a land, it's very hard to be removed. So that's how it looks. So let's go give this a spin and see how it goes. Okay. So we are playing fishes. Big fishes. Mono white. So I should be a bit scared, but I'm not going to be. I've got this on turn 2 to give me a body should he want to run my face over, and I've got this on turn 3 to help me find what I need to find. This is good enough. We'll go with this. One of the things I want to point out, because of the changes that they've made to the menu, playing some of your less played lands is now viable because they look nice and pretty on the deck, which is really good. I loved this land, but I wasn't able to play it before. So he's going to want to grow to bigger 32. We're not going to panic so far. We're just going to play on. There's nothing to panic about. With just a 1/1 is still sort of one at a time, so not worried yet. Ooh, that's lovely. Okay, so we've got a permanent solution for this. We're not going to worry yet. Yeah, I think we can. So we're going to thirst for meaning. Oh, no, that wasn't good, was it? What do we have here? Oh, I think my Yawning Serpent has to go. So we're going to take it away. We want this to help deal with this, so we're going to hold that thought. Does he have a buff for it? No, it doesn't. I think its third is add 2, so 2 + 3. Yeah, we see you. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to lock this up, and we are going to lock this up because we just don't want this to have an impact on the game. We don't want him making 4/4 flyers. Oh. Okay, so we're now here. Sorry, dude, we have to close this down, don't we? That's that. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't go anywhere. And because you just played your thing that destroys the target enchantment, that's fine. Okay, he's rushing the board. Cool. Fine. So I think now is the moment we can put this down. And that will enable us to manage this board. Okay. Is that your plan, is it? I see. Interesting. So, what do we want to do? What do we want to do? So we've got 6, 7. So we're still away from that yet. I think we play this. Just to provide a bit of defense. He's going to hit me for 4 in the face, but he can't come with this, which is good. He can send the Chorister. that's not enough, and he knows it. Yeah, so that's cool. Okay, so we're gonna play our 7. I think we're still okay. I think we are still okay. So we can play this and get that unlimited hand size. Okay, then we can hold on. Okay. So we're gonna go here. He's gonna trigger its ability. Yeah. Okay. But that sucks, doesn't it? Okay, so okay. Okay, so what we can do is we can do this first. Okay. Let's go searching. Okay, so that was what we needed. Okay. So it would have been great to have had that, and then we would have been able to do whatever, yada yada yada. Okay, so okay. Yeah, we're gonna play that. Yeah, we could draw a card. We could get rid of that one. And let's get rid of this. Cool. So, I think what's missing from this deck is an unsummon. In order to sort of, we've got a royal in there to remove things, but we need an unsummon. And we know that these sort of really aggressive strategies are out there. We know. In my intro, I said we have really aggressive strategies out there, even in a brawl. And the funny thing is that if it was EDH, you have you have 4 players to control the power level of each other player, but you don't have that in brawl, in 2-player brawl anyway. So you need to find other ways in order to manage this, and that was not very well managed. Actually, the thing is so I've got field for the kick. I've got bounce effects. Do you know what? Let me not be hasty. Let me not be hasty and make changes to this deck just because you lose the first game. It's just a brand new build. And let me test it a bit more. I feel like it needs to be tested a bit more to get a good view of whether this is a good and or bad deck. So again, this is a keep. I think it's a keep because we have some good options. I think we have some good options. I've got this to stop any early air. He's got a Kenrith, so he's looking to play into the mid game at least if he wants to get his commander down. So we've got some time. We have some time. The hope is that he's a creature-based deck. If he's not a creature-based deck, then we've got a problem. Okay. So we're going to be calm and relax. Okay. Out goes the Arcane Signet. That opens up all of the colours on the card. Okay. So we're going to wait. We still got another land in hand. There's nothing on the board, so there's nothing to be frightened of. What we want to see if we could do is get the midnight clock down, because the midnight clock down would really help. In fact, the midnight clock into the arcane insight would be awesome, but then I just need to find... Oh, no, that's an interesting card. Okay. So now we've got a bit of a clock, because we know that this will enable him to ramp out very quickly. Although, to be fair, he can only put 2 fetch lands in, so they're low probability events, fetch lands. So, we're going to put this out. We're still going to proceed with the plan of going midnight clock, because I think we're still okay. Now on the next turn we could definitely get the Charix out should we need to, or we could get the Serpent out, it's up to us. So here's the landfall we expected, which enables him to ramp out, especially with the Signet on there. He could actually get the Kenrith out straight away, which he does. Not going to panic. Even though he can activate it for trample, yeah, so he's going to come for the face straight away. We're going to be calm, we've got time. Okay, so now we can put our Charix down, and that should buy us a bit of time, and we've got our Shell Shield to protect our Charix, so we're not going to worry. So, we are here. Now we need the second one in there, so we don't have the hexproof for this yet. But we can stop the 5 to the face, that's the most important thing. So he's got a green. There's a lot of big creatures he can play now. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with mana. There's a lot of big things he can play. Okay, so he's pulled green, a red, a black, and a white. Okay, he's using it to. So I can't defend him, so I'm gonna have to take the hit. Take action, we'll bring it back, it's fine. We can afford to play it next turn, so it's not a big deal. We're gonna take that. It's another 7. We'll take the tick up. Did we get a land? No, we didn't get a land. Okay, so we've got 4 here plus 1, 5. I think we have to play it as a 5 to threaten his Kenrith. If he's got more removal in hand, then we're unlucky. But we have to at least be saying to him, if you attack him or he or her, if you attack, then you're going to be trading. Okay, it's fine. He's only got 1, that's fine. He can play another land, so maybe he can play a 2-drop. He's got the red for trample, but red for trample doesn't mean anything much. He doesn't have enough lands to give it a 1/1, so, or does he? He might do. On a target creature. I can't put 1 on itself, can it? Okay. We're going to take some damage here. Oh, he doesn't attack. Excellent. So, phew. Let us do some work here. Because we now can do some work. So, no, I don't. I want to do the bubble snare, don't I? we do want to do the bubble snare. So we want to do the bubble snare, and what we want to do bubble snare is the question beast. Yeah, and then basically it means I'm saying to him, bring your Kenrith. You can't bring anything else, you must bring your Kenrith. I've got a shell shield to increase his size, so he may decide to trade. He's got enough land to bring it back out again. Cool. I think he's using that as a draw, so that's fine. Okay, the good news is that he can't really attack with the Wild Relief because this is protection from multicolored. I'm assuming he has 3 spells here. Because if he had a creature, he would be using the henge to draw through. He clearly doesn't have enough things in the graveyard in order to bring the Uro back out again. Okay, so it's mono black, so it's got to get to destroy our creature, which sucks, but it's true. I can't do anything about it. Yeah, can't do anything about it. Dirge back destroys. So he's got 8. And he gets the... so I tried to draw his... I don't think that was a misplay. I still think the play was the good play. It still was the good play. So that's 6, 11, GG. Yeah, he's just using his excess mana now. Let him have his fun. That was a good game. So I think if there is a misplay, the misplay would play in the Charix what I did. Because I played it when I couldn't defend it. Although I didn't get a land again, which sucked. But let's have a look at this deck. Let's have a look at this deck and see what we can do with it. So I think Seagate's, so it's got the kick. But what would I want to double up? You'd want to double up the Royal. But I think the Royal is the only thing you'd want to double up. You look at the Seagate, it's anything that costs 2 or less. So it's Royal, and all of these are just maybe Shell Shield, but will I have 2 creatures down? What's the likelihood of having 2 creatures down? Not likely. So I think that it's the... I mean, let's have a look and see what other things we have with Kicker here that are useful. I'm thinking it's not really good. None of these are sort of congruent with our deck. So the Seagate Stormcaller is the one which I think is tenuous. I've drew it sort of twice now and not really had much effect with it. And then this Startling Development, I think, which is weak as well. So those 2 can come out. I think the Field Research is still a good call, so we'll keep that in. Yeah, we're happy with those. So I think we need an Unsummon. Very cheap, instant speed, allows me just to sort of defend myself. And I think we also are looking for our Knot as another enchantment to help me manage the board. Because he is going to get, the person I'm playing with will always get things on the board. So being able to manage that is very important. It may be a mystical subdual. that enables the creature to lose all abilities. It would have meant that the Charix is still a 3/5, but losing abilities is really a good tool in the toolbox. There was of course Charm Sleep. Which is not too bad. It means it doesn't untap. And then there's Water Knot, which is what I had in mind. And Water Knot is, again, it doesn't. Water Knot is just Charm Sleep. Only it doesn't rotate because it's one of the basics in there. I think it might be if we're honest, it might be Charm Sleep at 3. It could be Charm Sleep. I think, you know, it's just to really, if they try to go wide, you just need more strategy. So we've got another 1/7. We've got a Charm Sleep, which we dropped in. We're now up to 60. As you can see, this curve is all over the place, but it is all over the place because we're aiming to get into the late game where we can play our big things. Okay, so let's see what we can do, and let's see if we can make Charix win a game. Charix hasn't won a game yet, which sucks because I think Charix really wants to win a game. I think Charix wants to win a game. So we're going to see what we can do here. So, we like this a lot. The question for us is going to be whether we can hold out to play this kicked. We're going to see. We really do like these new lands, what they've done with the lands. That just looks really nice on the board. And it looks even better with the parallax now, so it's cool. So we've got access to the Rooster Drakes, but we're going to hold on to it because we've got nothing on the board. We've got a Leo. Leo's got Flying though, which is why we really needed the Rooster Drakes to help us. Oh, he's got an Evolving World, so he's going to crack that later. Okay, so I actually think this is a good play to play the Stone Coil Serpent here as a 3-drop, because this enables me to really help with slide creatures, which is what this generates. So being able to really manage the flying creatures is really, I mean, we know that the Rooster Drake is going to help me long term manage the flying creatures, but this in the near term means that if he plays a 3-drop flying creature, we've got defense. Okay. Cool. So now we can play this kicked. And then we can hold that out. Now to manage the Crystalline Giant, we're going to play Charix next. There it is. Okay. Now it's actually a choice now, and I think in answer to the choice, what we want to set up is we want to set up Butter Fairy, don't we? So we're going to play Shoal Kraken, and we're going to hold that thought, because then we will know that we've set up whenever we play the Bubble Snare or the Fairy Agent Insight, and it triggered the draw effect will trigger in too. That's really important. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Luckily for us, no death touch yet. So he's got to hold off. Okay. Now that's a really good draw. So we're going to play our Scoffos. We're going to play our Asia's Insight. Yep, we're going to draw a card. It's going to draw us 2. Good times. Okay. I think we won. Oh, this is a hard one. This is a hard one. This is a hard one. We want the Charmed Sleep because we want the capacity to be able to go wide, don't we? And then we want the Ominous Seas, and that's going to allow us to draw another card, draw 2. Oh, and then we can discard an island. And as the infamous words, we've got a stew going right here. We've definitely got a stew going. Yeah, he's very worried about that. Yep. I have all I need. Oh, sucks. Okay, we lost something. Oh, sucks. Okay. We're gonna allow it to hit because we're gonna put this. Oh, we can't put the sleep bubbles in there, can we? We're still gonna allow it to hit. We're gonna try not to be too panicked about this, aren't we? We're gonna try not to be too panicked about this. I think what we have to do is we have to put this one to sleep. Yeah, we just have to put this to sleep. Okay. Oh, but we have to. We have to. Oops. Wait. Yeah, we have to take the land away. Okay. Cool. Then we're gonna hold that fort. He's got nothing in the graveyard, so we're not scared of the Elspeth. He may attack with the Crystalline Giant, knowing full well that he gets to get it back, so it's a free attack. But obviously he doesn't know we've got our Jason here as well, does he? Okay. Cool. He's got Menace, but he's gonna get. He's seen the free attack. He knows he's got it. I've got my Jace, so I'm not really worried about that. Okay. So the most important thing we do is take away his 1/1 generator, and then what we then need to do is we need to take away this. But he may put it into the graveyard, mightn't he? Okay, we're gonna let this attack. I can wait a turn. The idea of him being able to bring back his Arena or 1/1. No. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid, you know I'm not stupid, so let's just do that. Cool. Okay, so my spells cost 2. So I think what we want to do is we want to play a Kraken, don't we? And then we're going to hold fire. Oh, that's fine, doesn't untap, he's going to bring it back. Okay, what's he going to play? We've got the Thirst for Meaning open, which is what we want to play, and we're going to discard on Midnight Clock. Okay, now's the time to do that. Yeah, we can discard this. activate that. Okay. Cool. We got that Frogify slightly too late. We're gonna take the 6. We can send another one? No, we don't care. Oh, actually, yeah, that's fine. We're about to Frogify his Aila, aren't we? So, yeah, we can auto pay for that. Kill. We're gonna pay for this. And we want to Frogify his Aila, don't we? Yeah. Okay. And then that clock can go. Pay 1. Okay. 2, 4, 6. Come. Okay. And yeah. We don't want him to give him a chance to block with that. Because if we give him a chance to block with that, then it sends it back. We want it to be here, don't we? Oh, Christ almighty. Oh, the hits keep on coming, man. The hits keep on coming. It's not even a joke. The hits keep on coming here. Wow, the hits just keep on coming. He said 3. Don't want to. This is really an interesting question. No, I think we can't do anything about it, can we? We could have done that for a 1-1, but that would have been such a waste. We're going to put a charge counter on here. Okay, we're going to pay a 1. We're going to play our Castle Ventress. We're going to clock our... yeah, so we're gonna play 2 blues. So we can play this kicked. Oh, good move. Okay. And then we want to take a look with this one. No. And we kind of need to look with this one as well. Oh, and then we've got this. I don't have enough mana. Is the problem. I don't have enough mana. I think his number 2 is to attack all permanents. So I'm dead. Oh, good game. Making Charix work is a lot of work. And that was actually a good draw. Good game, good draw. Oh, tough times. Tough times. Oh, how painful. Can we go again? No, we are done. We are done for Friday Night Magic at Home Brawl. It was good times. Good times trying to make Charix work. Now I know there are other strategies that will work, but I do believe in the sort of the Brawl EDH idea of flavor. And the idea of this massive Leviathan crab bringing his other fishy friends to the party to have a fight. So trying to make that work today has been a bit of a challenge. And I think I'm going to dabble with it some more maybe in Brawl. But I think that's it for this video. To go 0-3 was really disappointing. But I'm not ready to give up on Charix quite yet. So you may see another video. Okay, well that's the end of that.